We're ready to feed the starter that has warmed up a little bit and put it back in the fridge. I've got a little bit left inside here, not much. This time I'm going to use just a regular mason jar. So put my jar on the scale, turn it on with the jar on so that we're set to 0. And now I add somewhere between 20 and 30 grams. I like to add a ratio that has more flour and water than starter, because the starter is going to eat it while it sits in the fridge. And I usually make 1 loaf of bread a week, so I do not do double my starter, but I do something in between a 1 to 1 to 1 and double. Today, I only had about 20 grams of leftover starter. I probably could have eked out a few more grams, but since I'm at 20 to 21, I'm gonna go with that for today. And then I'm going to do 30 grams of regular flour. And I will make, I'm sorry, it's not 30 grams regular flour. It is 15 grams of regular flour. And then 15 grams of dark rye flour, which really helps the starter to stay healthy and grow. So 15 of each type of flour so that I end up with 30 grams of flour altogether. So close. All right, you can see we have 30 grams of flour. Now I'm just going to do the same thing to keep my flour and my water at the same ratio. So I'll add 30 grams of flour. I want this water to be cold because I don't want the yeast to start to rise very much before it goes to sleep and eat up a lot of that good food. So we'll keep it a colder temperature and add about 30 grams. Okay, 30 grams of cold water. Now I'll mix this up really well. There you go, you can see the mixture. Okay, then I'll just put the lid on. And I'll put it back into the fridge. I like to put it in the very back of the fridge so that it maintains that colder temperature. When people open and close the fridge all the time, it stays nice and cold. And it's good to last in there for up to 2 weeks.